Good morning, children. Hope that you all are fine. Welcome to the third session of basic geometrical ideas. In our environment, we find many things that are round. Observe objects like wheel, steering of a car, base of a bucket, a coin, dial of a round clock, buttons of your shirt. See, all these are important parts of our life. Have you ever thought, mathematically speaking, all these are examples of a circle? Today, we will learn in detail about circle and its part through videos.
And finally, it's time to close the loop. From bubbles to bangles to donuts to pizzas to car wheels to giant wheels. So many things. No wonder circles rule our world and command so much attention. So come with me. Let's get started on these amazing shapes. A circle. Yeah, a circle. This circle, for example, it's got parts to it. So I can either draw it like this with a free hand, or what I can do is fix a center and draw a neat circle around it. That would definitely be better, where I use the help of the compass. Now once that's done, I've got the center, right over here. And this length, it's called the radius. And look, if I rotate this radius around the circle, the length stays the same, no matter where it goes. And if I flip this radius over to the other side, what I get, this length, is called the diameter. And the diameter happens to run to the center of the circle. Now, you may have a doubt. What happens if I do this? Well, nothing much. The line gets shorter and gets a new name, a chord. Very, very simple. And now you're struck with a question. Define a chord. Well, it's really easy. Let's do it together. A chord is nothing but a line that connects 2 points on a circle. So an important question. This is the diameter, right? Is this also a chord? To answer that, let me ask you another question. Does this connect 2 points on a circle? Of course it does. But this is a diameter. So what's the difference? There is a difference. The longest chord that you can draw on a circle is the diameter. So let's prove this. Okay, let's prove this together. So, take a circle. I have a chord over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep pushing it up. Notice that the length gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Right over here, I have the diameter. Let's note down the length and move on. And look, it's getting smaller, smaller, smaller. Which means that the chord over there at the center was the longest one, the diameter. So can I say that a diameter is a type of chord, but every chord is not a diameter?
Yes, you can.
Great, moving on. If I have my circle over here, and I have 2 points marked on it, this region is called an arc. And if you extend 2 arms like this to the center, this region is called a sector. Not easy to imagine? Much better? Like this better? Much, much better, right? Now you know how important sectors are. It helps you decide how much of a cake you need to give your neighbor. Come on guys, let's get over pizzas and cakes. They're gonna follow us anyways over the coming years in all our chapters on circles, my promise. So, my plain Jane circle again. And here I have a chord. If I fancy a little bit of color and shade this region here, voila, I get a segment. And finally, when I do a lap around the circle, let's start and go, 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 yeah? And that's one complete round. That distance I ran is called the circumference. A lot of words, right? But it's pretty simple. Let's revise it once. So let's summarize everything so it becomes really, really simple for you. So I have a circle over here. Okay. Now, let's look at the first part. This is the center. Okay. This is the radius. This length is the diameter. This is a chord. This region is a segment, right? This is a sector. Whatever is outside the circle is the exterior of the circle because it's outside. And this is the interior because it's... And finally, this is the circumference. Take a look over here. All the parts are named. Pause the frame. Take your time to digest all the different parts of the circle. It's really simple. No hard words to think about it. Very logical words, right? And these words are important because you're going to see them again, again, again. So you need to understand how they have come about, how did we draw them, what is the difference between them very, very clearly. So that in the coming years, there's absolutely no confusion. You're crystal clear on the concepts.
A little more about sector and segment.
So let's dig deeper into this mysterious shape which doesn't seem to follow any of our rules. Suppose you're at a birthday party and you have to slice the birthday cake so that it can be distributed among your friends. How do you do it? Let's bring up a cake here. Chocolate cake.
Nice.
Okay, take a piece for yourself. Go on. Do you know what you did? You created a part of the circle.
I'm sure it's going to have a complicated mathematical name.
Hey, don't worry. It's an easy one. It's called a sector. So, if this is a circle and I cut it along two radius lines like this, separate this bit, it's called a sector. And this section of the circumference is called an arc. Let me now define it to you because it will now actually make sense. A sector is the area enclosed between two radii and an arc.
I know that this small section is a sector. What about the rest of the circle? And by the definition you gave me, this also has two radii and an arc.
Yes, you are right. If you cut the sector out of a circle, then the rest of the circle also makes a sector. The only difference is that one is larger and one is smaller in terms of the area enclosed between the radius lines. So when you and I discuss about the sector of the circle, so that we don't get confused about which sector we are talking, we give them some very obvious names. So this one, the bigger one, is called the major sector and the smaller one is called the minor sector. Now, going back to our chocolate cake, what if I cut it like this and I separate this section?
Put a badly cut piece of cake.
This badly cut piece of cake, my dear, is called a segment. If I have a circle over here and if I draw a chord and decide to chop off part of it, the area enclosed within this arc and the chord is called the segment. Also, before you ask me the question this time, this is also a segment, this is also a segment. The one that takes up the larger area is called the major segment and the smaller one is called the
Minor segment.
To keep learning with such engaging videos, download Byju's, the learning app, today.
Today we have learnt about circle and its parts. In the first video we have seen about center, radius, diameter, chord and circumference. In the second video we have seen in detail about sector and segment. Go through the video, learn the topics thoroughly. We'll meet soon together with the next video. Before we conclude, let's have a quote by the famous mathematician Shakuntala Devi. Without mathematics, there is nothing you can do. Thank you, children. Have a great day.